I finally got my camera to work. Now we got this lovely shot. So that's fun, right? We're happy about that? Hello. Welcome back. Today, I'm gonna give you some book recommendations. We're well into the new year now. Maybe you've got a TBR. Maybe you've got your own astonishing list of books that you need to read. Same. I'm gonna give you some recommendations that genuinely every book in this pile I would reread. We got a top 4. All of them solid books. One of them I haven't even finished yet and I'm already like, yeah, I can recommend this book without having read it. I've read 100 pages, that counts. So that's what we're doing. The first book is one I read last year. It's this one. This is Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency by Douglas Adams. It is a bop of a book. This book is good shit. There's ghosts, there's robot things, there's kooky old professors, there's like a murder mystery. I'm obsessed. I will read this book again at some point. Douglas Adams has never been a miss for me. Always hit the spot. Big recommend. If you like weird zany shit, this is the one for you. If you don't like that, then maybe the next one will be for you. You thought I was going to tell you to leave. I want you to stick around. This is Moon of the Crusted Snow by Waubgeshig. I did this for a module, that's why there's tabs in it. Really crappily placed tabs, by the way. This book, contender for #1 dystopia, in my opinion. Contender for #1. It's so good. It's set on a reservation, First Nations Canadian reservation. Shit happens. Electricity and the Wi-Fi and like food deliveries, all of it stops working. Them and their ancestors have been there thousands of years. They know what the fuck they're doing. Returning to like hunting practices and fishing. But dystopia, the colonial commentary in this book, some of the best I've read. In my opinion, it's my opinion. If you like colonial commentary and resistance and everything going to shit a little bit, I think you'll like this. Would recommend. This whole video is would recommend. Why do I even have to say that? Hot damn. I have forced almost everyone I know to read this book. I tried to get one of my best friends at uni to read this, and she did, in front of me, and would stop every few minutes and complain that it's so tropey or it's clearly written by a man. Yes, it's written by a man. It's a crusty old white man dystopia. It's not going to live up to the awesome standard of inclusivity that we see today. It's a commentary on Nazis. What did you expect? The book burnings, specifically. If you didn't gather that, it's a commentary on book burnings. This is the book I read when I first returned to reading in like 2021. Yes, I did a year of uni before I read anything. They've given me the degree, they can't take it back. It's a dystopia. So you get the whole control element, you get a resistance element as well, which is not to be on the nose, but it's fire. I love this book just so much. There's some really good quotes in this book. The most it has to say, the biggest kind of message is that books are important because they are vessels of information. Once you read it, you become that vessel, you hold them, you take those stories with you. And it's not just one book, it could be an entire library. All of that is in my head now, and it informs my life, and it informs how I interact with others, and it informs all this and that and the other. It's just such an important message, and it's such a good message to have, especially returning to reading and starting to read, and it kind of assures you of that decision, because it is a decision to pick up a book and read it. I will always recommend this book. It doesn't matter how many people tell me it's shit or tropey or written by a white man who's crusty and old. I know, there's a quote by Barack Obama on the front. Does that entice you? It's a good fucking book, and if my recommendation doesn't force you to read it, then I don't know why you're even here. This is required reading for this channel. If I chose a book that made up my entire personality, as much as I would love for it to be Douglas Adams, this would be the one I chose, because I fucking love this book. I have 3 copies of it. Always recommend, will always recommend. If you have a problem with it, don't bring it to me, because I will sing this book's praise till the end of time. Even if a book has its downsides, doesn't mean it's not important or valuable. The last book that I will always recommend, and that is one of my faves, is one I've not actually finished yet. I'm enjoying this book so much. 140 pages, and I've already decided this is one of my all-time faves that I will recommend people. Katniss Everdeen. Katniss Everdeen though. Female protagonist that makes sense. She won't stand by a judgment just because she can. She will accept the facts she's given and accept the things around her and change her opinions based on it. A very realistic character put in a terrible situation, trying to make the best of it and being real about it as well. I just got to a bit that's like, oh no, like even I don't know what's going on because it's her perspective. She doesn't know, I don't know. I'm just kind of hyped for the games to start now. Like it's all like little mind games and they're like messing with the other tributes and their competitors and the game masters and the audience. They're like doing all these little things to win their favour or intimidate, and that is why I will recommend it because it's written so nicely and it's really good. If you're reading a lot of books that are like adult fiction, long words, takes a while to read, then I would recommend you take a break from that and pick up one of these. YA fiction is not viewed with the respect I think it deserves, mainly because it's called YA fiction instead of like teen fiction. I think you could narrow down category more, but I didn't read this when it came out or any of them, and I'm reading it now. I think you should too. And that's it. Those are books I recommend you read if you're looking for them, and I hope you do. And if you do, let me know what you thought. Obviously any criticisms of Fahrenheit you can say, I'm not going to address them. Particularly let me know what you thought of this, because I'm obsessed with this book and I don't think it has as big a following as I expected it to. So go read it. Read all of them. Read all of them. You don't have to read them this year. You can come back. It's fine. Tell me what you thought. What are your recommendations? What do you think I should read? Based on those 4, what do you think I should read? I need more books. That's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you when I see you. See ya. Isn't it so nice where that is a bit blurred? Doesn't it look crisper? Hot damn.